Former President Donald Trump calls for the partial suspension of the U.S. Constitution. How lawmakers on both sides are reacting. Plus, Madison police are investigating after a fiery crash left one person dead. This is News 3 Now at noon. And new at noon, police say a person was found dead in a vehicle after a fiery crash in West Madison early this morning. Officers were sent to the intersection of Pleasant View Road and Flagstone Drive around 1 a.m. They arrived to find the vehicle on fire. Investigators determined the vehicle hit a light fixture and utility pole. Police have not provided any information about the victim's identity. An investigation is ongoing. Police are looking for a suspect they say hit a man in the head with an axe before robbing him. Officers say the 54-year-old man was walking in the 1700 block of Thier Road yesterday when the suspect grabbed him and demanded his wallet. The suspect allegedly followed him to his motel on East Town Boulevard and hit him in the head with a small axe. The victim suffered non-life-threatening injuries and was taken to the hospital. It was an emotional return for the 59th Waukesha Christmas Parade yesterday, 1 year after an attack that left 6 people dead and more than 70 hurt. The community was determined to keep the tradition this year. 80 groups participated in the parade. There's also a remembrance float and many other reminders honoring the victims of the tragedy. Organizers also wanted to thank the first responders who rushed to the scene last year and show how strong their community is. Let's head to the weather center now. Meteorologist Greg Barnhart will look at your certified most accurate forecast. It sure is a Monday out there.
Yeah, well, it's improved now. Most of the advisories now have been lifted. My mic was off. Anyway, we're looking at the winter weather advisories have now expired for most of the areas. So all that precipitation that we had earlier this year, this time with the freezing drizzle, has since warmed up. So more of it's now just becoming really just light rain or light snow. We can see overall, the bigger picture of the radar, that band that actually produced the light freezing drizzle is actually beginning to fall apart a little bit as it pushes south. So a lot of the areas over Madison down to Dubuque up there are not going to see much in the way of precipitation this afternoon, but there's still that threat. But you notice the temperatures have all climbed well above freezing now, so that threat has diminished. Future track shows that band kind of pushing to the southeast. It's associated with a weak cold front that is pushing south, and really you're not going to see much cooler air behind this, just as a wind shift. So really commuting forecast, it's looking better. That freezing drizzle threat kind of is over with. Still some light snow or rain this afternoon and this evening, so wet roads is a possibility. And we have another round tomorrow, but that doesn't seem to affect the morning commute. It's more towards the noon time. That's what we're going to do. And so we'll track that out along with a potential more significant event coming Thursday that may have some communicating snow come Friday morning.
All right, very busy pattern.
It is.
All right, Greg, we'll check back. Thank you. Former President Trump is taking false claims that the 2020 election was stolen to a new level. Over the weekend, he suggested parts of the U.S. Constitution should be terminated. Nicole D'Antonio has more.
President Biden made sure to point out the theme of this year's holiday decorations at the White House during an event for the Kennedy Center honorees Sunday afternoon.
We the people, the first words of the Constitution, the beating heart of our democracy. The story of our nation that makes America, America.
The president's pointed remarks about the Constitution are in stark contrast to former President Trump's take on the founding document over the weekend, when he suggested on social media the possible termination of parts of the Constitution.
The Constitution is set for a reason, to protect the rights of every American. And so I certainly don't endorse that language or that sentiment.
The suggestion also included throwing out the results of the 2020 election or running the race again. But even his own vice president says claims of fraud are completely false.
Ultimately, there was no evidence of enough fraud to change the outcome in any of those states. But I think it set the table and set into motion what ultimately led to a tragic day on January 6th.
The former president's actions leading up to January 6th will be front and center when the congressional committee investigating that day issues its final report this month.
Donald Trump was a guy who just would not take no for an answer from the American people and set about to overthrow an election.
Trump's suggestion to overturn the 2020 results comes even as he's already declared his candidacy for the 2024 election.
I will support whoever the Republican nominee is.
Trump is also facing potential legal actions over January 6th and his possession of classified federal documents at his Florida home. Nicole D'Antonio, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
And Election Day in Georgia is tomorrow for a U.S. Senate runoff with major implications for the country. Polls show Republican Herschel Walker and Democratic Senator Raphael Warnock locked in a tight race. Later today, Walker will have a tele-rally with former President Trump, and incumbent Senator Warnock is deploying key surrogates across the state. More than 1.8 million people have already cast their ballots, Friday being the biggest early voting day in Georgia's history. There's some bad blood between Taylor Swift fans and Ticketmaster. Some fans are now suing the ticketing giant and its parent company, Live Nation. The suit alleges the companies engaged in anti-competitive practices, charging higher prices for fans on the pre-sale and resale market. According to the plaintiffs, Ticketmaster forced concert-goers to exclusively use its site and controlled all registration and access to the tour. The suit calls for the companies to fork over a $2,500 penalty for each violation. Key disciplinary proceedings for Rudy Giuliani have begun in Washington, D.C. A hearing committee for the Board on Professional Responsibility will hear testimony from witnesses, including Giuliani himself. The board is weighing whether the lawsuit the former New York City mayor brought on behalf of Trump's 2020 campaign put him in violation of attorney ethics rules. The lawsuit sought to throw out hundreds of thousands of votes in Pennsylvania. Giuliani's attorneys contend that faced with the fast pace of election-related litigation, Giuliani was relying on information provided by others helping Trump's legal team, and he had a reason to believe that it was true. Bob McGrath, one of the original Sesame Street cast members, has died. His family says he died peacefully at home, surrounded by family. McGrath appeared in the Sesame Street pilot in 1969 and went on to work on 47 seasons of the show. He played the friendly neighbor Bob Johnson. The accomplished tenor and musician also helped create several of the Sesame Street's best-known songs, including People in Your Neighborhood and Sing a Song. He left the series in 2017, but still represented it at various events in recent years. The Sesame Workshop said his performances brought joy and wonder to generations of children around the world. Bob McGrath was 90 years old. Well, there's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. A group of former Twitter employees are taking legal action against the company, plus where the U.S. ranks when it comes to the amount of paid vacation given to workers. The Money Watch report is next.
You're watching News 3 Now at noon. What does your retirement future look like? With a well-built retirement, your future can look bright. Your financial home secure. Retirements are built here every day. Call now and start building yours.
Have you put off updating your kitchen all year long? For fast turnaround and quality guaranteed, call Mad City Kitchens, Wisconsin's #1 remodeler and trusted local source for beautiful kitchen cabinet refacing, expertly installed in as little as 2 days. Plus, it's our end-of-year savings event. Receive 75% off installation of a cabinet refacing project. We install year-round, but purchase now to get $750 in Mad City cash for future home improvements. Pick up the phone, schedule a free estimate. With our price lock guarantee, we'll guarantee your price for 1 year and receive a free $75 restaurant.com gift card with in-home estimate. Plus, call during this program for great financing, no interest, and no payments till 2026. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call 608-298-5383. That's 608-298-5383.
This holiday season at the Century House, give $50 or more to charity and get $200 off any stressless recliner with power, any stressless recliner and ottoman, or any stressless office chair. Or get $200 off each stressless sofa seat or $400 off all stressless Mayfair recliners and ottomans in all Paloma leather colors. Shop the Century House, 3420 University Avenue in Madison.
Papa Murphy's presents How to Change the Way You Pizza. Step 1, grab a delicious Papa Murphy's pizza. Step 2, bake. Step 3, chow down on the deliciousness. Order the limited time Hog Heaven Pizza for just $12.99 at papamurphys.com.
This is Connie Ryan of Ryan Funeral Homes. While things have changed, it's still necessary for families to stay connected. And when it comes to the loss of a loved one, it's important to process and grieve and honor your loved one in a way that keeps everyone safe. We're doing this through intimate services and private virtual streaming so your family can be part of the service no matter where they are. Ryan Funeral Homes are here with your safety in mind and compassionate care in your time of need.
Time is of the essence when planning for retirement, so take the time now to make sure yours is well built. Retirements are built here every day. Retirement Income Planning, LLC.
A group of laid-off Twitter employees and their attorney Lisa Bloom are set to announce new legal action against the company today. The tech giant, now owned by Elon Musk, abruptly laid off half its workforce, close to 4,000 people, just a month ago. Bloom says the new legal action will be the first filing of its kind in the Twitter layoff. Disgraced former FTX CEO Sam Bankman-Fried is suggesting he will testify before the House Financial Services Committee. In a tweet Sunday, he indicated he'll do so after he's finished learning and reviewing the events that led to the collapse of his cryptocurrency exchange. The House committee is expected to hold a hearing next week. And if you feel you do not get enough time away from work, there's a reason for that. The U.S. ranked second to worst in the world when it comes to how much paid vacation workers get, besting only Micronesia. That's according to an analysis by Resume.io, which reviewed data from close to 200 countries. It found Americans only receive, on average, 10 paid vacation days, which has a direct impact on work-life balance. On the other end of the spectrum, Iran came in first place, where, on average, employees get 53 paid vacation days per year. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Matt Piper.
Let's check Wall Street at the noon hour. The Dow Industrial is down 400 points. The NASDAQ off 186, the S&P 500 down 57. Our call for action volunteers are in the building taking your consumer complaints and taking action on your behalf. You're taking a live look at the Call for Action studio. Volunteers are here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so you can call for action right now. 608-270-2833 is the number, or submit a claim anytime at channel3000.com/call-for-action. Housing hit a peak during the pandemic and sellers saw their home prices soar. But now the market is dropping because of high interest rates. Mortgage rates are now just under 6.5%, which is down from 7% last month, but more than double from a year ago. At the current rate, a monthly mortgage payment on a $400,000 loan would cost about $800 more than a year ago.
Not as many buyers. These higher interest rates are having buyers sit on the sidelines saying, we'll wait and see.
Experts forecast mortgage rates could actually climb again in the coming months, then slowly tick down during the second half of the year. Pam has today's egg prices along with Greg and his complete forecast. And then today on Live...
For the holidays at Wanakee Furniture ETC. Add color and cheer to your home this holiday season with stylish seasonal decor during our holiday sale. Let us brighten your room with unique accessories and great savings during the holiday sale going on now at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
Get a new kitchen quicker with cabinet refacing from Mad City Kitchens. Our installers work year-round, and we make it fun and easy to choose colors like Cascade White, Raw Umber, or Chocolate Pear. With soft close doors and drawers, new hardware, countertops, and a kitchen sink. We'll help make your dream kitchen a reality, installed in as little as 2 days. Plus, stay under budget during our end-of-year savings event. Receive 75% off installation of a cabinet refacing project. And purchase now to get $750 in Mad City cash to use for future home improvements. Ask about our price lock guarantee and receive a free $75 restaurant.com gift card with your free in-home estimate. And be sure to call during this program for no interest, no payments till 2026. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call 608-298-5383. That's 608-298-5383.
Memories matter. This bend on Cox Hollow Lake was one of Dad's favorite fishing holes. Crest Funeral and Cremation Service helped us make sure he's never forgotten. Making it personal. It's how you heal. We are Crest. We truly believe your memories matter.
Dress up your home for the holidays at Wanakee Furniture ETC. Add color and cheer to your home this holiday season with stylish seasonal decor during our holiday sale. Let us brighten your room with unique accessories and great savings during the holiday sale going on now at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
This week on the Jennifer Hudson Show, get ready for my holiday giveaways. And on my next show, the newly revealed winner of the Masked Singer.
On the next Jennifer Hudson Show at 3.
For many of us in the 608, a trip to the tree farm is a time-honored holiday tradition.
Tomorrow, Josh Breiter takes us on one family's hunt for the perfect pine.
And will your morning commute be impacted by rain or snow? Tune in tomorrow from 4:30 till 7.
The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Let's check in now with Pam Yankee from the Midwest Farm Report on this Monday.
Yeah, after a busy weekend, the Wisconsin Farm Bureau Federation's just wrapping up their 103rd annual meeting right now up in Wisconsin Dells. We were there with them on Friday for the kickoff of their Young Farmer and Agriculturalist Conference. I do want to congratulate some of the folks that were recognized last evening during their honors banquet, starting off with Jim Holt from Elk Mound. Jim is the past president of the Wisconsin Farm Bureau Federation. He's actually been connected with the organization in one form or another since 1995. When he was actually on the board of directors representing districts in northwest Wisconsin. He was presented the Distinguished Service to Wisconsin Agriculture Award. Rosie Geiger from Manitowoc County was another one that was recognized last night with the highest award that the Wisconsin Farm Bureau Federation presents its members. That was the Distinguished Service to Farm Bureau Award. During her comments last night, she also referenced her past husband, Randy, who was really a staple of getting Farm Bureau active in northeast Wisconsin and across the state. Rosie Geiger and Jim Holt, just two people that were recognized. Also, congratulations to Michelle Stangler, student at UW River Falls, a Watertown native. She won the collegiate discussion meet. Yeah, easy to say. And then we also had a representative from Door County that picked up the discussion meet. Can't find her name right now. Apologize about that. But those are folks that are going to be advancing to the national competition. American Farm Bureau Federation has their annual meeting slated for January in Puerto Rico. First time that they're going to be taking that annual meeting out of the country. Talking a little bit about markets today, everybody kind of watching that Dow Jones Industrial Average situation. Rachel Harmon from Door County, the discussion meet winner for Farm Bureau. Markets are being impacted in dairy, that's for sure. Barrel cheese today, though, going against the trend. Up a nickel on a Monday at 194 3/4. 40-pound block cheese drops 2 to 208. Our AA butter stands still at $2.90 a pound. But I think when you see Wall Street losing as much as 400-plus points, you can't expect commodities to go in much of a different direction.
Yeah, down day all around. Hopefully it'll turn around.
Yep.
All right, Pam, thank you. Well, losing a loved one is extremely difficult. It can be especially hard when the loss is considered traumatic. CBS's Donnie Bacchus visited a place bereaved family members can go to give and receive connection, compassion, and understanding.
On this 10-acre farm just outside of Sedona, Arizona, horses, goats, cows, and other animals are helping people heal.
I lost my newborn daughter in 1994, and there was no place for me to go.
Arizona State University professor Dr. Joanne Cacciatore opened the Sella Care Farm 5 years ago. It's a one-of-a-kind refuge for the traumatically bereaved, those who've lost a child, sibling, parent, or partner to homicide, suicide, an accident, or unexpected death.
We teach people, how to build the emotional and psychological strength to endure this.
Memories of lives lost are throughout the farm. Silver medallions etched with their names. And these plaques give the people who come here permission to grieve.
When you lose a child, people don't know what to say.
Jill LaForte Carroll's daughter Sierra died 7 years ago.
All of a sudden you're validated because these other people are having these same experiences.
Visitors participate in grief counseling, yoga, and meditation. But Cacciatore feels the most transformative experiences happen in the field.
Have you found that each animal provides a different level of comfort?
All of our clients have a particular animal they bond with.
All of the animals have been rescued from neglect or abuse.
And I think a lot of them can feel my trauma too.
A special connection.
They don't think we should move on. They just accept who we are right now.
Bringing hope and comfort to those who need it the most. Danya Backus, CBS News, Cornville, Arizona.
And Dr. Joe says she's now teaching others how to replicate the Care Farm model so others can be started across the country. Let's check in now with Greg with a complete look at the forecast.
Yeah, after having somewhat of a busy morning, things are kind of taming down. Obviously, the freezing rain issue that we had today is no longer exists. We do have another round coming for precipitation tomorrow, snow, rain. Don't see the freezing rain issue being something you'll worry about tomorrow, but we do have another round coming. Light mix, maybe some snow or rain with the temperatures in the upper 30s. Shouldn't be really a road issue. Then we're watching a Thursday system that has potential to maybe be rain to snow, maybe Thursday night snow. Something to keep in mind as we get closer to it. But for right now, we're just going to deal with one more round tomorrow. Really, the pattern overall has been southwesterly. The split flow still really in control. So obviously these systems are fairly weak. Cold air still locked to the north, but by the time we get to Thursday, the whole pattern is going to start switching a little bit. We're going to get really into this jet coming up from the southwest. You can see it carving off this thing, trough in the west. So that's going to open the door for more precipitation to get up here. It may be for stronger storms and more of an active pattern as we go through Thursday and extending into the weekend and maybe even next week too, something to keep in mind. But for the meantime, we've had that little band come through. It's going to continue to fall apart this afternoon. A lot of areas probably will not see any type of snow or rain, more cloud cover. That fall tonight will clear out just a little bit, but then at the tail end, you can start seeing the next system. Once again, week one will start to bring some showers back into the picture as we get towards tomorrow morning and then afternoon. That'll come through fairly quickly, and that actually sets up probably a nice Wednesday, really, overall. So there it is right now, just to the north. A lot of it won't be touching the ground for many areas. And notice the temperatures, too. We're in the upper 30s. Maybe even a 40 out there too. Once this falls apart this evening, we'll start dropping our temperatures back below freezing. Cloud cover will break up a little bit overnight, but not too much. You see just a light northerly wind, so we'll be back down below freezing, but really staying in the mid-20s. And then towards the morning hour, cloud cover increases again. We'll see that system start to bring some showers into the picture by the time we get to late morning. I don't think it'll affect morning commute times, and we're definitely not seeing the freezing rain potential there either tomorrow as much. So that'll come through Tuesday, and once that passes, I think you'll have a nice Wednesday on tap with temperatures back in the upper 30s, 40s. Snowfall all the way through as we go through Tuesday, not much. Maybe a little bit in grassy areas, but roads should remain mainly wet. Like I said, as temperatures are in the upper 30s, or something to keep in mind of. The next system that comes, it's at least going to be wet. We know that for sure. How much are we going to get out of it? You can see amounts get up to maybe a half to even a quarter as we go through. So most of the precipitation will probably stay south. Now, whether we get rain or snow up here still remains the question, exactly the track of this. But it will be wet, and we'll just have to keep tuned of what goes on with the temperatures come Thursday night and whether we get any snow accumulation or maybe some refreezing come Friday morning. Overall, as we get to the 10-day, you can see there's your temperatures. 40 should be fairly nice. That's above average for what we should have this time of year. Then that system Thursday, Friday, some rain, definitely. Then we have another break, and then it gets a little bit unsettled Sunday through the following Wednesday, a week from now, almost. Still a lot of questions go on exactly what will go on with the snow if we have that at that time frame. But for the meantime, we just got to get one more round tomorrow, and then we'll have a nice day on Wednesday before we get kind of wet Thursday into early Friday.
All right, lots going on.
It is.
All right, Greg, thank you. No plant calls this Monday. Lisa Briggs will be back next week. Meanwhile, let's see what Howard's working on in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
Say goodbye to messy frying and hello to a one-pan favorite. Now, this is the kind of weeknight dinner I love. Plus, it's very tasty.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
If a new kitchen has been on your wish list all year long, you're running out of time. Make a great impression on family and friends during the holidays with cabinet refacing from Mad City Kitchens. Get new door and drawer fronts, countertops, and the upgrade everyone loves, soft close doors and drawers. Avoid a lengthy remodel with installation in as little as 2 days. It's our end-of-year savings event. Receive 75% off installation of a cabinet refacing project. Plus, get $750 in Mad City cash for future home improvements. And receive a free $75 Restaurant.com gift card with in-home estimate. Remember, with our price lock guarantee, we'll guarantee your price for 1 year. Plus, last chance to call during this program for no interest and no payments until 2026. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call 608-298-5383. That's 608-298-5383.
Toyotathon is on. Now's the time to get an exciting new Toyota. Like Camry Hybrid, RAV4, Tundra, and more.
How did you...
Magic.
Right now, during Toyotathon, get 3.49% APR for 48 months on a new Toyota Corolla, Camry, RAV4, Highlander, or Tacoma.
Come in today.
Toyota. Let's go places.
Experience does count. When you're shopping for new furniture, a mattress set, or flooring, come to the experts at McGann Furniture and Flooring in Baraboo. Our experienced staff is well-trained in home decorating and will answer all your questions so you can buy with confidence. You'll find big city selection and an enjoyable shopping experience. And remember, we don't raise prices only to lower them later for a sale. Come see the difference experience can make at McGann Furniture and Flooring, downtown Baraboo.
There's no place like home for the holidays, but it isn't quite the same when your house is cold and drafty. We want everyone to have the gift of a warm and comfortable home. So we're going to match the $500 energy tax credit with a $500 discount. But you have to call us before December 31st. 2023 is the year to stop freezing and start saving. So give yourself the gift that keeps on giving, because you keep saving.
USA Insulation. You know, one of my pet peeves about a recipe, no matter how good it is when it's cooked in a skillet and it splatters all over the stove. That just makes me nuts. That's because the last thing I want to do after a long, hard day is scrub my stovetop. At times, there's no option. But if I can avoid the mess by turning a recipe into an easy, splatter-free one-pan oven favorite, I'm all for it. Here, for example, we begin by melting some butter and pouring it in a baking dish and setting it aside while we combine some flour with salt, pepper, and a little paprika. Next, we dip pieces of cut-up roasting chicken into the flour and place it into our butter-lined pan. Make sure both sides of the chicken get covered with the butter. After baking this, we take it out of the oven, turn it over, and baste it with a buttery honey lemon glaze that we made while the chicken was roasting. Then, back into the oven it goes. Once it's cooked through and the coating is golden, it's done. See how easy and splatter-free this was thanks to our oven? All that's left to do is spoon the pan drippings over our roasted chicken and dig in. To get the recipe for our mouth-watering honey lemon chicken, all you have to do is visit our website. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a buttery lemon way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Mm-hmm. Here's Greg now with one final check of the weather.
Yeah, we'll have some rain or snow today. We'll have another round tomorrow. I don't see any freezing rain issues tomorrow. Otherwise, mild conditions, and then the next chance of rain or snow comes Thursday and Thursday night. That could be a wet storm.
All right. Thank you, Greg. Thanks to you all for watching. We'll see you back here at 4 o'clock. In the meantime, have a great afternoon.